Pip's Neon Symphony. In the heart of the Whispering Woods lived Pip, a squirrel with a very special secret. To Pip, the world wasn't just sights and sounds, it was a swirl of magic. When the morning sun hit the dewdrops, he didn't just see light, he heard a soft, golden hum like a choir of bees. When the wind rustled the leaves, he saw shimmering waves of emerald green floating through the air. Pip had synesthesia, which meant his brain painted pictures out of sounds and composed songs out of colors. Today was the day of the Great Forest concert. Zephyr, a tall owl with a very large baton, stood on a high stump. "Positions, everyone," Zephyr hooted. Pip watched as the bluebells prepared their chime and the woodpeckers readied their drums. To Pip, the bluebells looked like floating sapphire bubbles, and the woodpeckers' drums looked like heavy, rhythmic splashes of orange paint. The concert began with a mighty crash. The drums boomed, and the flutes chirped. For most animals, it was beautiful music. But for Pip, it was getting very crowded. The orange splashes from the drums were getting too big, and the high-pitched whistles felt like sharp purple zigzags poking at his ears. "It's too bright. It's too pointy," Pip whispered, clutching his paws to his head. The music grew louder and faster. The colors began to clash, turning into a messy, scribbly gray fog in Pip's vision. The sharp noises hurt his feelings as much as his ears. He couldn't see the path or hear the melody anymore. He needed to find a quiet place where the colors didn't sting. Pip turned away from the stage and scurried deep into the hollow of an ancient, silent oak tree. Inside the hollow, Pip found a pile of strange, fuzzy acorns. They were covered in thick, silvery moss that felt like velvet. He picked two up and pressed them against his ears. Suddenly, the world went hush. The sharp purple zigzags vanished. The messy gray fog cleared. Pip took a deep breath. These were hushacorns, and they were exactly what he needed to feel safe. With the world quiet, Pip felt something he had never noticed before. Even though he couldn't hear the loud music outside, he felt a deep thump, thump, thump vibrating through his paws from the floor of the tree. He closed his eyes. In the darkness, he saw a steady, pulsing glow of deep indigo blue rising from the roots. It was the rhythm of the earth itself, steady and true. Back at the concert, things were going wrong. Chroma, a bright tropical bird who was the lead singer, had lost her place. The band was playing too fast, and the rhythm was wobbly. Zephyr the owl waved his baton frantically, but the music sounded like a tangled knot. "We've lost the beat," Chroma cried, her feathers drooping as her song turned a muddy brown color. Pip hopped out of the hollow, still wearing his hushacorns. He could see the band struggling. He looked down at the ground and saw that deep indigo pulse again. Thump, thump, thump. He realized the musicians couldn't feel it because they were being too noisy. Pip's brain saw the solution. He could bridge the gap between the hidden rhythm of the trees and the music of the forest. Pip grabbed a fallen branch and began to tap on a hollow log, perfectly in time with the indigo pulse. Tap, tap, thump. Tap, tap, thump. As he played, Chroma the bird looked over. She didn't just hear the tap. She saw the beautiful indigo circles Pip was creating. She caught the rhythm and began to sing a melody that shimmered like a rainbow. Zephyr the owl followed Pip's lead, slowing the band down to match the heartbeat of the forest. The music became a masterpiece of light and sound. When the concert ended, everyone cheered. Zephyr hugged Pip with his big wings. "Your brain is a different kind of instrument, Pip," Zephyr said. "You heard what we couldn't." Pip smiled, watching the applause turn into a soft, sparkling rain of silver stars.